Hi guys! Hey, if you like this video, please click like. And if you'd like to see more of my videos, please subscribe. It would certainly be appreciated. Thank you! Hi guys, it's Mama Eadie. And today I want to talk about the change in seasons. You probably have noticed that it's getting darker earlier and it's starting to cool down a bit. Here in Missouri, we've had some rain and it's cooled down quite a little bit, from 80 degrees down to 50, 40 degrees during the day, and at night even cooler. And so, you know, that's kind of weather affects the dogs too in many ways. And I wanted to warn you about some of our fall dangers for our pets, you know, that we don't think about, but we should. And, you know, Halloween's right around the corner now. This is October 23rd, and it's October's, what, 31st? Yep, is Halloween. I forgot if it was the 30th or the 31st. And so, you know, we gotta watch out Halloween candy when we bring it in. Make sure the kids don't lay it on the floor where the dogs can get a hold of that chocolate. It could kill them, you know. Even if you and your family already ate all the chocolate, you still want to keep the trick-or-treat bag far from your pets. Eating too much candy of any sort can cause stomach problems, you know, make them upset, which can be a nasty experience for you and your pet. So in other words, they could be vomiting or diarrhea, and so you want to watch that. There are also concerns that your pet could choke on an inedible item, like a lollipop stick or a candy wrapper. So be sure to watch that. Trick-or-treaters themselves, you know, they're dressed up funny. Excuse me, Goldie. She was under my desk. They can be scary to your fur babies. All that makeup and mask, they don't understand what's going on. So you need to kind of watch your dog, see how they react, take precautions, make sure that they can't run out the door when you open it and run off. Make sure your black cats stay in safely, because people still are very worried about the cats bringing bad luck. So I've heard that people will kill them. So be sure to keep your black cats in. I've even heard that some people think the same way about black dogs. So keep a watch on those black animals. And, you know, as I was saying, watch out the response that they have towards the kids. You might want to put them where they can't see the kids, because they might try and bite the kids, and not understanding what's going on, thinking that they're going to, you know, cause a problem in the household. So be sure to watch for that. I know everybody loves to dress up their pets. But if your pet doesn't like it and it humiliates them, don't do it. I don't do it for my dogs. They don't like it, and I just think it's a waste of money. It's cute and all. And yeah, I know they have contests and all that kind of stuff, but be mindful that costumes can be irritating, and that pets do not have thick hair coats that do have thick hair coats can get in contact with dermatitis and flame skin from some costumes. And you know, the costumes are just made out of funny material that they're not used to. Components of the outfit could be choking hazards. There's also a risk of the outfit getting caught on something and injuring your pet. So just lay off the outfits, folks. This is for kids. Holidays are not for the dogs. Believe it or not, as much as we'd like to think that they are our children, they don't get it, they don't want it. And then there's the problem with the humans' Halloween costumes. Sometimes there's strings or loose pieces of fabric that could become choking hazards for our pets, or result in obstructions that require surgery. Signs of accidental ingestion include vomiting and avoiding food. Halloween costumes can be a creative way to save money, but they can also put your pet at risk. Because some craft supplies, including certain glues, can be toxic to your animals. So if you're making your costumes, be careful to watch out. Also, face paint and Halloween makeup can also be toxic or cause serious allergic reactions. So they should never be used on your pets. Never. Candles. We all know candles are kind of dangerous. I kind of like the artificial flickering ones if you're going to use them for Halloween. If you got an indoor jack-o'-lantern, or if your dog is outside with the jack-o'-lantern, make sure that they can't get to the candles. On your table setting, you know your cats will climb up and catch on fire. I've actually seen that on a video. I was like, oh my God. They can flip them over and cause your house to catch on fire. They can burn themselves. Like I said, possible house fires. Some candles can also negatively impact the air quality and be irritating to the pets with respiratory problems. So, you know, if you're going to use, absolutely have to use a candle, use natural ingredients like beeswax, and keep all flames far from the pets. Holiday plants, many of them, you know, your sunpiece. Keep in mind that some of these plants are potentially poisonous to pets. Poinsettias can be cause oral irritation and stomach problems when eaten or chewed on. Chrysanthemums, hollies, and mistletoe may also make pets sick, and lily ingestion can result in sudden kidney failure and death to cats. So, there you are. Keep all holiday plants far out of reach from pets, and call your veterinarian immediately if you suspect your cat or dog ate something they shouldn't have. My advice would be, I know you love the real stuff, but if you've got pets, use the artificial plants. It's the safest way to go. And then you also got to worry about the Thanksgiving food. We've went over some of the things that they can't have. Garlic, onions, raisins, nutmeg. Don't give them that. Don't give them turkey bones, because turkey bones will splinter and can cut the insides of their stomach. I mean, it's very dangerous. You know, I give my dogs a little bit of the turkey because it's just me and my husband, and we do give them a little bit of turkey to celebrate, and maybe some mashed potatoes and gravy. But we don't go overboard. They just get like 1 or 2 pieces. So, because otherwise, you know, you're giving them pretty fattening foods, and it's best not to share these items with your pets. Dogs who eat too many high-fat foods are at risk for developing pancreatitis and a painful and potentially fatal inflammation of the pancreas. So be careful with the food that you give them. Don't just scrape your plates and say, here, this is the dog's food scraps. Don't do it. If you really care about your pet, you won't. You need to be concerned about holiday visitors too. You know, it's a popular time to throw parties, Christmas and Thanksgiving. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on your pets in the process. Keep your pets far away from guest bags. Something as innocent as a sugar-free gum can be incredibly toxic to your dogs. It can also be dangerous if your pet gets into one of your guest toiletry bags, like ibuprofen, for example, can cause renal failure. Cosmetics may contain alcohol, which is also dangerous for pets. If your pet exhibits unusual lethargic behavior, vomiting, or diarrhea, call your vet or animal control immediately. Also, keep in mind that having company can be stressful for your dogs and cats. Make sure they have a safe and quiet place to relax, and that they are not inadvertently let out of the home when the door is open, especially if there's children around, you know, because children do have a habit of opening the doors and, you know, yelling out the door and not watching if there's a pet coming out, or 2 or 3 or whatever you've got. Alcohol. Watch the glasses of alcohol, because at Thanksgiving or Christmas, you know, you're enjoying that beer or that wine or eggnog or whatever, and pets should never be given alcohol. It depresses the nervous system, Alcohol can also be damaging to the kidneys. Warning signs your pet has consumed alcohol include vomiting, disorientation, difficulty urinating, and dehydration. Other more serious signs include collapse and coma. Call your vet immediately if your pet has consumed alcohol. Just to be on the safe side. Also, here in fall, believe it or not, we still have allergies. With the change of seasons come environmental irritants and allergens that can make life miserable for anyone. Seasonal allergies can occur in pets just as they can in people. Dust, grass, ragweed, and mold are common culprits. Talk to your vet if you notice your pet sneezing, coughing, or itching excessively. Your pet should be able to come up and plan to relieve your pet's symptoms throughout the season. Cold weather. We got to worry about, especially those little dogs that have the short hair. Fall brings in cool in it, and in some parts of the country, downright cold. Missouri gets pretty darn cold, but there's other states that even get colder. Some dogs, especially smaller dog breeds, like toy breeds, and those with short hair coats, may need a sweater or jacket to keep them warm. If there's ice on the ground, which this does not say, you might want to get little booties to put on them because their paws can get frostbite, or it can freeze to the ice. And the salt will irritate their skin, so be careful with that. Parents should always also look out for older dogs with compromised immune systems and dogs with endocrine issues. Okay. Colder temperatures can also accelerate arthritis in some pets. Talk to your veterinarian should you notice your pet showing signs of discomfort such as reluctant to exercise, limping, and unusual vocalization when moving. Again, you can also use the glucosamine. It's wonderful. Shelly actually was starting to moan and groan a little bit, and we gave her some yesterday, and today she's back up playing with Skeeter. So glucosamine is a miracle worker for dogs that have arthritis. Well, for humans too, as far as that goes. Antifreeze. Of course, we're all putting our antifreeze in our car. Be careful with that. Antifreeze is definitely poisonous for our animals, and this product should be kept far out of your pet's reach. Antifreeze often contains a chemical called ethylene glycol. Pets are attracted to its sweet taste. However, if a dog or cat ingests even a small amount of it, there can be serious and even fatal repercussions. It can be fatal. If you fear your pet has ingested antifreeze, bring her to the vet immediately so they can treat with an antidote to prevent acute kidney failure. There is an antifreeze out now that is basically pet friendly. It does not have that sweet smell and is not as dangerous to your pet. You might want to check into that too, but make sure you watch your spills. When you're filling up antifreeze, put a bucket underneath the car or a tub or something so that the spills go in that, and then do away with it in a safe place where an animal can't get to it. Parasites, even if it is getting cooler, they still have fleas around. Parasites are definitely out there. I think people forget that fleas and ticks tend to be out quite a bit in the fall. Fleas can carry tapeworms and other health concerns and be an itchy nuisance. Ticks can carry Lyme disease, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, and other conditions that are much easier to treat when detected early. Make sure to follow your veterinarian's recommendation for flea, tick, and heartworm prevention. Here in Missouri, we wait until after it freezes, below zero. And we figure that the fleas are pretty well gone by then. In your own backyard, nothing says fall like jumping into a pile of freshly raked leaves for your kids. But those tempting leaves piles can be a breeding ground for bacteria and mold. They can also contain sticks that could damage your dog, can injure the dog's throat, and if swallowed. It also if they jabs into them, it could injure them. They can also, you want to keep a pet away from any kind of compost piles. I'm sorry, I can't talk. They may contain decomposing mycotoxins, which can cause seizures if indigested. Products like rodenticides are also fatal to dogs and cats. Contact your veterinarian immediately if you fear your pet has ingested any poison. Keep your pet inside when doing yard work and use a secure leash during walks. Yeah, I just messed that up really bad, but basically, leaves can cause mold, sticks can cause injuries. Be careful with them. Also, there may be rodent poison out, and if your dog gets a hold of that, it could make them deathly sick. So be sure and, watch out for that. And if you think they have, get to a vet. Cleaning supplies. After the holiday visitors leave and the decorations come down, the cleanup begins. Well, make sure your pets cannot access harmful cleaning supplies, which can contain chemicals like ammonia and bleach and chlorine. Even all natural products can cause stomach irritations. Keep your pets in a separate area until your recently cleaned surfaces are dry. Use vinegar for cleaning products, baking soda, all these kind of things clean, and it's all on the internet. Those things can keep your animals from being sick and hurt. And that's it for today. I really want you to be careful this fall. I want you to enjoy your holidays, and I want your pets to be able to enjoy them too. I hope this helps. I hope it, you think, oh wow, I didn't think of that. And, it will keep in mind what you should watch out for today and tomorrow and the whole holiday seasons. And if I don't get to say it later on, happy Halloween. Everybody have a safe one. I love you guys. Be sure to subscribe, please. And I love my fur babies, and